Listen, there's
Not
no
okay with this at all. No stickage.
No stickage. There's breathability. Welcome back to the Stache and Beard Show. I'm Austin Pistulka. This is Alan Pilley.
What's up, y'all? Help. Send help. Multi-pass. Help.
Oh, man.
Great fucking movie, by the way.
Great movie. What movie?
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element.
Hell, you have to say great movie, then ask me. Great
listen,
movie.
okay.
What movie?
I'm going to be 100% real right now.
You had no clue what I was talking about.
No idea.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
You're how old?
I am 26.
So 26, there's 12-year gap. Multi-pass, I was 15 minus 23. You weren't even born.
Oh, shoot.
I don't even think you were born.
Oh, no.
When were you born?
94.
Man, you had to have been.
Fifth Element?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Please been born.
Please at least have been born.
1997, you were 3.
I was 3, man. How can I forget?
Yeah.
What a year. But I have a very good skill, and you're gonna start calling me out on shit constantly now. But I have a skill where if you mention something, and I don't want to take the time to hear what the actual thing is, like I don't really care what movie this is from, then I'm just gonna agree with you. And no one's going to know that I don't know what this reference is.
So I know this skill because I employ it myself.
Oh, it's so great.
It's
Has it?
Like, say Jody wants to be like, hey, guys, you ever heard of this water company? I'm like, yeah, man, of course.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what do you know about it? I don't know shit.
They make water.
Yeah, but like, you know, or
Yeah.
like, be like, oh, you remember this? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, and I'll just nod just to keep the fucking story going.
Yeah.
Because then people want to take their time and then go back and then get details. And I'm like, no, man, let's just... So that
Let's move
I know
on.
the skill.
Let's save ourselves some time.
Yeah. No, I know the skill. I know the skill.
Oh, love that movie. Great. Cool. Yeah. I don't really care about the movie. Let's just move on.
You could have just said, hey, man, don't give a fuck.
I could have.
Let's just have some stirbs and keep on talking. Oh, my God. I texted you that this morning.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
Hey, you want some stirbs? Yeah? Hell yeah, I want some stirbs.
I don't even know. What were you talking about? Ah, his balls. Keep on talking. Yeah, keep on.
That was really generous of you. Wow. Thank you.
You're natty.
That is true.
You know it was us? We'd be up here.
Oh my gosh, Meat Cannon 2.0. 2 weeks in a row. I have to get up from the fucking table. Boo!
To my geared guys out there, they're going to know what I'm talking about. Interesting enough, I listened to a podcast over the weekend on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Who talked about steroid cycles and side effects, and Joe Rogan's a piece of work, man.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan he knows it all. He's done it all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like that motherfucker's like 675 years old type Wolverine shit,
I think
living
he might
through,
be.
Vampire type shit. Like, I don't know, man.
There's
Joe just fucking knows it all.
There's a story about like the royal family and how the queen gets young blood into her. Like literally, will do blood transfusions just to like keep young blood in her.
Really?
I can't verify this,
but Joe knows because Joe lives there.
I'm sure Joe knows.
Joe lives everywhere. Joe's done it all. He's seen it all.
You know the South Park episode where
I don't like South Park.
Fair enough. There's a South Park episode where the guy who played Superman is like just eating baby embryos for the stem cells, and he
Clark Kent, not Clark Kent.
No.
Yeah, Reeves?
Superman. Yeah, yes.
Steve Reeves.
Yeah, and he learns to walk again and eventually becomes Superman because he's just doing the stem cell thing. That's what I picture Joe Rogan does. Is he just takes an embryo, just sucks it down, and he's like now 20 years younger than he actually is.
Like, and the fact that you're an expert on his podcast. Like, I'm gonna talk to Austin today about WWE, and they're like, why the is Austin even here? Like, Joe's the expert on wrestling and cars and fucking steroids, every fucking thing. Like, he's just a piece of work to listen to.
Yeah.
So anyway,
hey, he's got the #1 podcast in the world.
You know, me and Ray were talking about it. The Spotify contract that he got.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah,
massive.
Moved from California, left that shithole, and then moved to Austin, Texas.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely insane. So, Spotify, let us know. We're a lot cheaper than Joe Rogan. And we know just about as much. Probably.
Easily. We can make up shit.
Yeah, we can.
We do it all the time.
Yeah. Let me tell you, if you have an idea for something, I'll agree with it.
Like cock sock boxer shorts.
Great idea.
New ones that fucking Austin's wearing.
They're briefs, man.
Why were we talking about these other than you're wearing them?
Well,
what got us onto this?
Because we were gonna talk about like gym clothing. And, like, we were gonna talk about like that's where we were gonna go with this.
I completely forgot why we're talking about your boxer shorts.
We were gonna try and get into like gym etiquette and clothing and all that sort of stuff.
We're coming back to it.
Yeah, we are. So clearly these are my new favorite like workout underwear because they hold everything together. It's great.
Parts falling off?
Well, I mean, it's sometimes some slips in the wrong direction, but now it's got a pouch.
Whiteies.
Yeah,
when the leg stretches out and you got one ball hanging out the right side.
It's not good. All of a sudden, a tip's over here, and like it can be bad,
Terrible.
And there's some compression shorts that just shove everything back inside, and you don't want that either.
No.
And so
I can vouch that does attempt to happen.
Right.
Has not happened.
Let it be known.
Attempt. So we wear, I do at least, on gear days, especially for squat and deadlift, compression shorts. Like it's one of those ones you got to get the Franken beans all on one side.
Right.
That brief hits.
Oh, I'm sure.
You're
I couldn't imagine.
Oh,
because I'm not a gear lifter,
terrible
but like
feeling.
the entire thing behind gear is that it's tight and it's made to. That sounds absolutely awful.
Yeah, you get done after like a squat, and I always make the joke, by the time you get done, so you got your compression shorts on, you have your gear on, you have the stress of lifting, and then they're like, bench press, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you literally have these, I don't even know, like back when we were like 3 or 4, like size nuts facing the crowd inside your singlet. And you're just like, like back when you used to get a physical.
Yeah.
And it was the female doctor, and you're literally in there holding your shit because the room is like negative 13 degrees.
Yep.
So you're holding your shit on the table trying to get it to like fucking grow. Like this is what you're doing right before you go on the bench, you know? You're talking about bat wing last segment. So you're sitting there trying to stretch your shit out. Like Alan's on deck, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go. Cock the crowd. And you go out there and you bench press with
Quick, someone hand me a sock.
Dick. It could be a dick. Like... Maybe that male has a cock under the singlet.
It's possible.
So, anyway, there's my rant on that.
Yeah. But, so, there are a lot of different, you are not a bro tank guy.
No, I don't like tank tops.
No, I love tank tops. I think, number one, I look good in them. And number two, they breathe well.
So, leaning into our etiquette talk here.
Yeah.
I think because I sweat. So, my thing is like, especially when y'all are spotting me or I'm on a bench, I mean, and I really get going, I don't want y'all to spot me on that. That's fucking disgusting.
Right.
I also don't want to leave that on the benches because A, or B, that's disgusting.
Right.
Excuse me. So that's why just more shirts, type of thing.
You are very good about you were the last one on the bench. You'll take a shirt and wipe it down.
Well, generally 9 times A, it's fucking disgusting, but B, it's our women that now have to be on that.
Right.
Fieldhouse type shit back when we used to lift football and stuff like that. Me and my boy, his name was Alan as well. Dude, you didn't give a shit. That man would sweat. I'd be right down the bench, right in sweat, flop, ready to go.
Yeah.
Switching people in and out. And here's a little different. Your ladies, you don't want them sitting in that. So
it's a
mop that up.
thing.
100%. Coming to the etiquette.
Yeah.
So, like clothing, attire, clean up after yourself off the benches, just all that stuff. So that's more or less why, like tank top type stuff. I've never been a big fan. But then again, I'm a fucking horrible sweater. So if you're spotting me, my shirt's fucking
it's soaked.
Drenched. So, good luck, dude. That type of thing.
You carry around like a second rag almost.
So I do. I have, especially on bench night, I have my shirt, to mop off the bench. So then when I'm done, I can get back into my shirt. But then I carry another shirt because I know one of those shirts is going to be fucking drenched.
Right.
So that's just an etiquette thing for...
Yeah.
But then again, like I said, I'll get over there and you'll be like, no, bro, no matter. I'm like, no, dude, that's a lot of sweat. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm also like, dude, it, we're benching.
Yeah.
At some point, I've had sweat on me. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about it, especially as a crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're in a commercial gym, a global gym, so to speak, you do. Those are things you should think about.
Absolutely.
So leaning back to our etiquette talk,
And so there are some things that once you get into lifting and just being in a gym, whether it's a commercial gym or it's a smaller gym like ours, there are some things that are universal. You put away your weights, you know, you put clips on when it's heavy enough. Like there are some things that are just kind of universal.
Yeah, but those things, either we've been taught or we know from small crews when we go into big gyms. But you know, believe it or not, dude, a lot of these people don't know that shit, man.
You know, let's talk about the unspoken ones that like, you know,
unspoken ones are some of the ones you just mentioned. You put the goddamn weights on, take the motherfuckers off. That should be. I mean, that's unwritten. Clean up after yourself. You know, put the dumbbells back. You know, in the fucking order, man. Like I don't know how many times I've been to gyms. You know, and it goes 5, 10, 15, 35, 92, and I'm just like, and then over here you got the hundreds, I got another 100 over here.
Right.
Like, they're in order, man. You know, like, if you could lift them, you should be able to put them back type of shit. Put the weights on the bars, take the bars off, you know. Like I said, it's just one of those things, but it's also, this may sound weird to some people, but it's like a looks thing. Like, when we walk into a gym, like, we already look like that riffraff.
Right.
So I also don't want to be like, oh, gym was left amuck. It was them big fuckers over there. So when we walk in, I make sure our shit's fucking, you know, paper towel down, wipe the fuck off, bars are stripped, fucking benches are put back. That's always been my thing because I don't want to walk in there and have you guys think, oh, the power lifters fuck this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Or chalk. You know, I've been to gyms where chalk's not allowed, but they've allowed me to use it because I'm not a dickhead with it.
Right.
I've been to gyms where deadlifting is not allowed, but they've allowed me to deadlift because I'm not a dick about it. So I keep my chalk in the bowl. I wipe my bar off. I've always done this at LA Fitness. I went
or
mats.
liquid chalk.
Yeah.
You know,
but I wipe it off again because you know you walk in and you'll throw a hissy fit because I got chalk on my fucking Gymshark shirt.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Deadlifting, I put mats down the ground to absorb the noise. I also don't drop the fucking barbells. So, but that's always been us. But that's also from a respect thing. But also, I don't want to be looked at like that lunk, you know, that fucking meathead.
Right.
That's more of my fear going into these gyms is what we're going to be seen as. So, we have our own gym. But even in here, man, like, you know, clean your shit up, fucking mop your shit off.
Yeah.
And everybody does an amazing job in here. So.
Right. And that goes back to, like, you know, it also, you know, say we get angry, miss lift, whatever. We aren't kicking shit over, you know, like, let me take it back. You're allowed to kick shit over.
So, no. And that's one of the, you know, we'll make jokes in here. Like, you know, I think I've heard Amanda say, oh, you know, you can do this because it's your place. I'm like, no. Like, you want to go throw a fucking hissy fit, man? Go for it, dude. Yeah. I get it. What are we throwing your shit? Are we kicking your shit? Right. Dude, fucking have at it. You want to, you know, we get into where we're either kicking something or we broke something that, you know, now the rest of the gym has to use. Like, and this is on me as well. Sure. I think everything I've ever fucking kicked or thrown has been my belt, has been my shit, has been my bucket, like it was a fucking bucket. But like, dude, you want to have a, dude, go for it. Yeah. I've watched y'all motherfuckers walk off, hissy fit, and I'm like, and somebody will come up to me like, yo, should we go get Austin? Let that motherfucker go. He'll be back.
Right.
He missed the lift. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you start knocking fucking holes in my wall where I have to be like, hey, dude, like, calm that shit down.
Right. Yeah.
But I'll be like, dude, take a walk, kick some shit. There's a dumpster.
Yeah.
Door can be fixed. You know, like I think Amanda the first night, she missed a squat, came out, slammed the door. This little fucking mailroom thing fell off, and I'm just like, she'll be back. She came and apologized. I'm like, Amanda, it's a door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if fucking 4 nails go back into it, holds it up.
Right.
You know, that type of thing. But I get all that. In the commercial gym, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
You know, like those motherfuckers, they don't know what it's like to be that. And I'm not saying that all of them aren't. Some of them may know the competitive nature. But when you're in here, and I'm always different on this talk, this isn't a hobby to me. This is a job to me.
Right.
There are people in here that this is just a hobby. Hey, that's cool.
That's me.
That's cool. And I'm not going to knock you and be like, oh, well, you didn't give a shit about this sport because it's just a hobby. You still give a shit about it.
Absolutely.
But I treat this as a job to me. So when my job fucking sucks, guess what? Give me a chalk bucket. Give me the belt toss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, and that's just me, you know. However, on the hobby side of it, yeah, people are still going to get pissed that they missed the lift. So go for it. Go throw some shit. Kick some shit. You know?
In this gym.
If
you're at an LA Fitness though, and there is going to be a level. It's a level of comfort, you know.
There's comfort for everyone else that comes there to lift.
Right.
In here, you miss a lift. I don't know how many times you fucking heard me shout.
Sure. Yeah.
I've heard Jody shout. I've heard Buddy, Amanda, and fucking Dylan. You know, and LA Fitness definitely is a comfort zone for everyone else.
Right.
So they pay their little $40, $50 a month to go in there and be like, I'm not going to have to see any gorillas come
Right.
raging out of the zoo type of shit. Over here, you may not want that. You're going to get that 9 times out of 10. So us in those gyms, I personally know going in there, hey, you know, mom and pop over on the bike, they don't want to see me roid rage, so I'm not going to. And I'm a little more reserved. In here, get out of my way.
Yeah.
You know, anything in here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've gotten up off the bench, right where Jody's sitting, like, oh, well, we're not going to front kick that. We need a knee. Oh, the motto, well, left punch that. God, I need that fist. Then I'll go over here like, the fan. I'm like, God damn it, we need the fan. So as I'm going out, now I'm getting even more pissed because I'm just like, literally, stop.
There's nothing here for
and then
me
it's like,
to destroy.
Exactly. So then I go outside and it's just like, you know, you're beating up the air and now you look like a fucking retard. Like, you know.
Angry.
So then after that, just like, you just kind of learn to be like, well, fuck, man, I guess I'm just going to sit here and be mad, you know? So, you know, things you can't necessarily do at LA Fitness, you know? I don't know, like, I think I was pretty impressed last week. We did some shit, and I came off and I fucking high-kicked something, and I walked behind the bench, and it was a lot of fun for me. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody else thought I was being serious. I knew I was joking, and I got around to the other side of the bench, and I stopped, and I was like, man, I got that leg up there pretty high, is what my first thought was.
Flexibility.
But that's how not really mad I was. I was annoyed at the lift, but it wasn't like, you know, fuck this shit, man. Yeah. You know, but then I stopped and I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, man, that flexibility, bro. Like, so that's something, you know, etiquette-wise. Mm-hmm. You know, you and I were talking loosely before, you know, ladies in the gym, men in the gym. Here lately, you get a woman in the gym, leave her the fuck alone, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't walk up to them, helping them. They could have the shittiest fucking lift. Mm-hmm. They could look like they're going to die. I will help write the obituary with the manager at LA Fitness for the chick who died in the squat rack before I help her. Because God forbid, if you go over to her and be like, hey, sis, I'm right here. I got you. You know, I got a spot. Right. Don't fucking touch me. I got this. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
but
on an RPE scale of 1 to 10, this chick made this lift look like a 17. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Unless, like, she's just like, hey, I'm dying over here. You want to help me? And then I'm like, yes, ma'am. Until then, I leave you the fuck alone. Unsolicited advice, unsolicited help. And this is male or female, but this is me again. Mm-hmm. You guys go do whatever the fuck you want. I am not, will not. Like I said, you can look like you're going to fucking die. Mm-hmm. Die. Die. Yeah. Because I'm not, we were loosely talking, there's these websites now where Jody gets lambasted because this fucking chick literally was about to take a shit in the gym and Jody went to go help her and she's like, no, bro, I got this. She didn't have it. He didn't have it. Right. You know, whoever it was didn't have the squat. Jody went to help and now Jody's a joke. Fuck that, man.
There are
Die into the squat bar. Add more weight to make it look even more impressive when the corner comes. Right. You know, and walk the fuck off and go do your barbell curls, man. Like, it's not even worth it. That's my opinion.
It really is not worth it. No. Especially because there are going to be moments where you see someone who has really shitty lift. Real shitty of a lift. Don't do it. If you see someone that you just think is cute and you're like, I know what'll turn them on. Yeah, hey, let me show you how to fucking lift. Like, no, like
coming back to it though, like say like one I just saw on a website was this girl doing pause squats. Mm-hmm. Great form. Mm-hmm. Dude didn't know that it was a pause squat. So I understand these sites, but like I would like to take a moment to help this guy out. He may not know what a pause squat was. And you see somebody down there in the fucking bucket, man.
And they're stuck.
And they look like they're stuck. Yeah. So coming back to that, he didn't have a fucking clue. Mm-hmm. But now he's a poster child on this website. Right. I get it from both sides. Right. But, you know, coming back to what I told you earlier, male or female, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know the context of your program. So before I come over and say, hey, you know, you don't really want to pause down there in a squat, it could have been written. Sure. Jody has to do pause squats. Yeah. Well, guess what? Now I'm coming over, my unsolicited advice, saying, hey, man, you don't really want to pause in the bottom of the squat. Well, you do on a pause squat. Right. That's written at 45 to 55% of max. Right. You know what I'm saying? But no, in a competition, so I come over, I don't help you. Bar could be like literally on your fucking, like your throat. Nope. Maybe he's just doing neck deadlifts. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. I ain't helping you.
He's got throat presses today.
Unless you come and annoy the fuck out of me, male or female, to come over and help you, or hey, bro, what do you think on this? I don't come up to you, man.
You know, I guess that's kind of the main point of this is to not have an air of knowing everything because you don't. Just, you know, have a bit of be a little humble. Yes. And if they come up to you, great. If they don't...
Can I ask you a serious question, though, while we're on this fucking rant? And I want to propose this to everybody out there, all 38 of you motherfuckers.
That's right.
Like, you know this is also going to happen. And maybe y'all have had this happen. Like, you'll come over there and be like, hey, bro, you didn't fucking see me dying in the squat rack? You couldn't... Motherfucker, I ain't helping you. I didn't know what you were doing. How did I know you were dying? Unless the words help come out.
Absolutely.
Type of thing, because I've seen it personally. Like, hey, man, you couldn't give me help. Like, you didn't know I was... No, man, I didn't know you're fucking stuck. I thought you were literally pausing the bench press on you. Because I don't fucking know. Now, hey, had I run over there and helped you out and yanked the bar off, like, goddamn, dude, it just fucking saved you.
Yeah.
You get up, motherfucker, it's pause bench.
Right.
Fuck, man, I apologize. So the inverse of that is like, motherfucker, I was damn near dying. You couldn't help me? Motherfucker, I thought it was pause bench. So I've seen it work both ways.
Sure.
That's why I'm literally headphones on. Well, if I wear headphones, and just walk the fuck away from you, dude. You know, I don't, because I don't want to be caught in that crossfire.
Yeah.
You know, come up to me, hey, bro, I got to do pause bench. I may fail on number 5. Come fucking spot me.
Right.
Now, I'll come over there, you know, hey, bro, good job. And I go to walk off because I don't offer you advice.
You know what that comes down to is, we were saying comfort level in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Being a part of the gym community in that way to where hey, I'm going to go up to this person. I've seen this person around. I can go up to this person.
Funny, you just, as you were saying that, I started thinking that. Like, become that person in the gym. Like, and I've done this personally. I've seen you two in the gym, and I'll be like, those two motherfuckers look like they know some shit. If I need a spot, I'm coming to you two.
Yep.
If I need a question answered, I'll come to you two.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm much more comfortable being that person in the gym. Either the person that comes up to you guys, or even the person that people come up to me. Much more comfortable that route.
Yeah.
Than me just walking up to you and being like, hey, notice your thong through your white shorts. Figured I could help out your deadlift. I'm bench pressing. Like, yeah, so whatever, sister. Like, I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would much rather be the quiet guy that doesn't fucking talk to anybody in there, and you guys assume I know some shit to come over and give a spot. That's what I would rather be.
Yeah, for sure. And I think there's something to that. And I think there's something to being an approachable person. So obviously, if you're going for a 1 rep max on a deadlift and you're like in the zone, you're not going to look very approachable. But there is something to be said about, if you've done this for a while and you're just fucking, you're doing tricep pull downs, you can look approachable, and if you want to be someone who can help and to be a person that gets asked questions, you have to look like someone who can be asked a question.
You do. It comes down to it, I'm smiling while you're talking because I'm picturing this shit. I've had it happen to me.
Yeah.
And it's a self-awareness of while you're in the gym type of shit. I fucking see certain weight on the bar for you, and I'm just like, Jesus, man, this motherfucker's strong as fuck. He's gonna pull this. But being self-aware, and it's also, dude, I've been in this business for about 20 years. Like, oh man, Austin's got goddamn, what is that, 8 plates aside on the deadlift? Yeah. Now is not the time to come up and be a golf commentator.
Yeah.
And start talking to you and interviewing you.
Yeah.
Now is the time to sit the fuck back and be like, is this motherfucker gonna pull this?
Right.
Type of shit. And then once you're done, come up and be like, bro, that was a good fucking lift, man.
Yeah.
And then let you breathe. So you're not a mouth breather.
Yeah.
So you don't sound like a fucking idiot.
Yep.
And then come back and be like, hey, bro, I noticed like that was a good fucking pull, man.
Were we talking about that like a couple weeks ago about how
when people come up to you after a lift?
Yeah. And like athletes aren't stupid.
Yeah. They want to know
just out of breath.
The geometrical angles of light hitting the side of the building at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you just got done benching 405 for reps.
Yeah.
And you're just like, math. And that's your answer, and you're like, oh, God, that was so stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like all this gym etiquette talk just kind of boils down to learn your environment.
You're right, but the thing of it is like when I see these videos, I think the site is called "You Look Like a Man." And it's a satire site. I think ran by a woman. I think I was telling you this. Pretty sure it's a woman, but her whole thing is about what women go through in the gym.
Right.
And I watched this and I'm like, is this serious? Like,
right.
And not on her side running it. It's like, guys, you thought that was a good idea?
Right. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Now, coming back to the video, and it's on there. I want you guys to watch it. They beat this guy up pretty bad, but it's like, and because he thought she was done, and he goes. Now, here's where I lend away from the dude. You didn't think of maybe back spotting her. He went to go lift up on one side. Instead of taking off equal weight from the back spot, he took weight off of one side.
Right.
She dove from under the bar, and she gets onto him. And I'm like, hey, he could have thought you were in the bucket dead. You know what I mean? And so, like, but at the other side, I'm like, dude, like, what did you think was going to happen, man?
Yeah.
You're only lifting on one side and stuff like that.
His brain went, must help.
Yeah, exactly.
How to help.
Exactly.
Lift.
But coming back to it, like, that is what most of the time happens in there. You know, you're just over there, be like, oh, you know, I want to help you in any way possible. Like, you're fucking helping me on the tricep pushdown. Fucking face to face, we've just interlocked mustache hairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, did you fucking think this through before you came over to spot me on tricep press downs? That we didn't have to fucking be, you know Lady in the Tramping spaghetti noodles on the fucking tricep press down, man? Like, what the fuck were you thinking, dude? You know, so that's my take on some of that shit.
You know, Liz is
just self-awareness, dude.
Yeah, Liz has dealt with a lot of the big one that she talks about is she was doing rope climbs at I4 Fit, and she was doing rope climbs. Dude walks over unprovoked and goes, you know, this is actually how you're supposed to rope climb. And she just kind of looked at him like, motherfucker, I was just up there. I did a rope climb. I successfully climbed the rope. Yeah. You know, and so there's a lot of those where where girl on her own and dude randomly comes up, even if she did the thing, whether it was how he thought it should be done or not, you know, it was being done. Yeah. And so she all the time gets comments about, you know, what she's doing, and it's just unsolicited. And so, you know, that just don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't be that guy, you know. But we're in a totally different fucking, and we have been. We're not just currently, and we've been in a different age for quite some fucking time, man. God, I've had the gym for 7 years. Yeah. A lot of strong fucking women, dude.
Absolutely.
Like, the thought that there are still people out there that think that women can't lift, I'm just like, what? What made you think that? Oh, so, like, going through that shit, and then, like, what's some other stuff, man? Like, you know, like, and here's the thing. I've had women approach me, like, oh, you know, you should really do it this way. Yeah, I'm good. And not because you're a woman giving me advice. Right. But what you just said, I was like, I just did it.
I did the thing.
I just did it. So, I mean, you know, that type of thing. And I know my chart, I wrap it, you know, this and that, do this. And I was like, oh, and it was faster than last time, heavier than last time, things like that. I've had it. I've had dudes come up to me, man. Oh, you know, if I were you, I'd do it this way. Yeah, well, you're not. So I'm going to continue doing it my way. And I don't mean for it to come out douchey, but like, sure. Out of 9 times out of 10 out of the people that have wanted to come give me advice in a commercial gym, I don't ever just want to be like, dude, do you know where I lift? Do you know the crew I got? You know, that's douchey in my opinion. But it's a card to use. Absolutely. You know, that I've got sometimes in my back pocket. Be like, hey, you ever heard of CDX Fitness? You know, like that type of thing. You know, like it's a card. Yeah. And then you get like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, those are my lifting partners. Like, I think I'm good.
I think I got this covered.
I'm good, guy.
I'm gonna play this. I'm sending it to Jody. So Liz did this. Someone put out it on TikTok. Tell me the weirdest thing someone has said to you at the gym. And so these are Liz's stories. Okay. And I'm sending it to Jody so he can put it in the show. All right, here it is.
Oh. Tell me the weirdest thing that someone has said to you at the gym. Why do I have so many? The first one is when an old woman approached me and let me know that I should not be picking up heavy things. Because if I did, my uterus would fall out. So I'm going to have to ask my doctor about that one next time. The second one is probably when I was doing rope climbs and a man approached me and took my rope and proceeded to teach me how to rope climb and told me I'd get there one day. Sir, one day, today was the day I was rope climbing. He had to wait for me to get down to tell me how to rope climb. My goal in life is to wake up one day with that audacity. Just to have that sheer audacity. Must be nice. Tell me the weirdest.
And so here, I don't ever want to be that guy, man.
I don't either.
Dude, oh man. So we're at Washington State. I'm in a squat rack, and these squat racks in LA Fitness, I used to be able to fit. Now, thanks to immobility and everything we've ever done with CTX method, I don't fit inside the barbell. So I have to grab 2 fingers and then do this awkward wedging myself under the bar. So it takes me about 5 minutes to get under this stupid fucking barbell. And this conversation is going on in the corner from this gym bro doing T-bar rows, which is for your back. Right. So gym bro B walks up and says, yo, bro, what are these? And the guy's like, T-bar rows, bro. They're for your glutes. Dude, and I am literally mid-thrust into this barbell to try and drive underneath. So much so that this conversation shocks me that I now unwedge myself, that I spent 5 fucking minutes wedging myself in to be like, no, that's wrong. And I go to turn, and this dude doing T-bar is so sold that T-bar rows are for your glutes that Bro B is now sold that T-bars are for your glutes. Oh, no. And I wanted to step out and be like, hey man, they're not. I was like, you know what? Y'all go on. I come back to my bar, spend the next 5 minutes re-wedging myself under to do a set. Talk about etiquette. I was just like, I'm done with this. I left the weight and the bar, and I just walked off. Oh, I was like, I got to get away from this. I left my bar, I left the weights on, and I said, I will come back. I can't be around this. This is fucking bad. So just, but it was one of those ones where I wanted to be like, no, he is 100% sold that this movement is for this muscle. You know what? I'm gonna let it happen, and I just let it happen.
Sometimes you gotta be humble enough to say, I don't know. Sometimes you don't understand the reference, and that's okay. You don't have to bring it all the way back around.
Let it fucking happen, dude.
Yeah.
Let some, because then, you got a little comedy going on, too. As long as the motherfucker didn't get hurt.
Yep. Absolutely.
Even though I did say, hey, RP 17.
If you die, you die.
Hey, yeah. Dude, I don't know what your program called for.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you do you. Unless I know otherwise.
But I do.
Well, no.
I do.
When
I'm watching you.
When I say I know otherwise, I mean, I know, like, if Jody or Chad, they're doing something.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I mean.
I know what you mean. But, 9 times out of 10 when I watch you in the gym, I'm like, Jesus, man, he don't know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah. Hey, and I let it happen. I'm going to let you come up to me because, maybe your coach told you to squat horrendously.
Maybe you got a shitty coach.
Maybe he did.
Maybe you're paying someone $250 a month for shitty advice.
Jesus.
You're
paying $250. I'm in the wrong goddamn business.
I know. I've got a steal going on right now.
Charging enough.
That's right.
$250 for shitty fucking squats. No, but seriously, man. I let it happen, and I hope that doesn't offend anybody out there. Because I ain't trying to be on some fucking website where, gym douche fucking saves the day. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, you squatted shitty. Come ask me questions and I'll come fix you.
Yep.
Male or female?
Absolutely.
Definitely a female. I ain't going up to none of you ladies. That shit.
Nope.
Go get your husbands. Go get your misters or mistresses, whatever fucking male mistresses are called. I don't give a shit.
What would a male
I don't know.
Be?
Go get your boyfriend.
Gigolo.
Go get your boo thing. I don't give a fuck.
Boo thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Nope, I ain't getting into any of that shit. That's my take on that.
Absolutely. Be humble, ladies and gentlemen. And on that note, this has been the Stache and Beard Show for the week. Thanks so much for joining us. You can catch the podcast, which will drop. It's on wherever podcasts can be found. If you just do one of these and you go up like this. I am Austin Pistulka. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Radio Guy Austin.
I'm Alan Pilley.
Are you? TikTok at Actually Average. This is
Alan
Pilley? Maybe?
3 question marks?
At Alan Pilley on Instagram.
CTX Barbell and Lady Juice Beard Oil. Not Bard Oil.
Bard Oil. Bard Oil. Man.
I meant to call you out on that. I left it. But yeah. Later, motherfucker.
Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.